Okay, this will be recorded. If you do not want your image out there, just go ahead and close your video. All right. So here's what we're going to start with before. Hold on, I've got a question. I know that they're going to be in the chat. If you want to write something, you can put it into the chat. I don't know how skilled I am, whether or not I'm going to actually be able to read that while we're in the process of this, but we shall see. Okay, so don't hesitate. And at the bottom, you can see you can send it to everybody or just a few people. Here's where I'm going to just start. We're just going to jump in. We're going to use all of our time. We're going to tap ourselves silly today. Okay, I hope we have fun. My goal is just for us to feel that we have other people around us at this time and that we're going to feel just a little bit calmer. So everybody, I just want you to gently tap here in the karate chop. Take a deep breath. I'll be transparent. I have never done a Zoom call with this many people on it, and I wasn't sure what to expect. So, so far so good. So I got to be tapping beforehand. Okay, just tap here. Let's go through the points. Okay. Whatever anxiousness, you repeat after me. Whatever anxiousness I'm feeling and have been feeling in my body, I'm going to allow myself a second to get curious about what may happen right now and the possibility that I may have either a few minutes or an entire 40 minutes, which is what Zoom tells me I get, to feel a little softer, to feel more open. And I give myself permission to explore those feelings for the time that I'm here. I give myself permission to breathe a little deeper during this time. I give myself permission to be a little bit softer. And I'm asking that part of me who has been on alert for the past several weeks to take a break with me. I don't need to be on alert right now. So I'm just going to allow myself to be present and be open to the possibilities that may come as we gather as this community. That we all get a chance to be a little bit softer and easier in this moment. Okay, everybody take a breath. Okay. Hopefully you've felt your body just release, relax just a little bit more. I know just even waiting for a call, knowing what we're going to talk about, we can all get a little bit, we can just get a little bit tighter. We may not even notice it. And I just really want you to pay attention to your body as you go through this today. Please take care of yourself. If you find that you are getting too triggered, do whatever you need to do to just allow yourself some time, some space. Maybe it's muting me. If it means leaving the call, that's okay. If you can't get through this whole call today, that's okay. All right. So here's what I'd like to try. I think what I want to do is I'm going to ask people to raise their hand. We're going to see how that works. And I'm going to work with a couple of people. Know that it's going to, everybody has got some part of this, so we're going to get some borrowed benefits from this. So if you would like to do a little bit of tapping and be on the mic, more on the mic, we're all going to do some tapping, but if you'd like to do it and be on the mic, I'm going to take about 3 people if you want to raise your hand, and I'll just, go from there. I'm going to see how you find people who have raised their hands is what I'm going to do. And how do you raise your hand? My understanding is that if you go to participants, manage participants at the bottom, there, and you'll see your name, there is a button there that says raise hand. And I hope that's true. Okay. Anybody want to, and again, no push or shove or anything. If you don't want to, I'm just going to do some tapping on myself then. We'll do my tapping and I'll be relaxed. Okay. Oh, hands. I see hands. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Sydney.
Hi there.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to actually pick a couple of people more, so leave your hands up. Hey, Sydney, why don't you tell me a little bit for you what you're feeling and what's going, what kind of haunts your mind a little bit, or do you get, caught
it's
up in?
mostly for people. Is 3 living in an assisted living facility.
Okay.
And caregivers are coming in and out, and they're taking precautions. And also, my youngest daughter works as an occupational therapist in a hospital, and they do not have enough masks, gloves, or eye shields. Yeah. And that's my worry.
Okay. It's worry for other?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you feel that in your body?
My belly.
Okay. And how would you describe it?
A constant kind of low-grade tension.
Okay.
Actually, it moves up a little bit into my heart area too. And powerlessness.
Powerlessness?
Yeah.
So okay. That's what you say. Now, so everybody, notice that the questions I'm asking her are the questions I want you to ask yourself. Okay. Whether this is, you can relate to it, there are aspects of it that you know of. And so feel your body while we're doing this. Feel your body, feel where you feel it. And Sydney, one more question. If the scale is 0 to 10, 0 to 10, where would you put it?
At about a 6.
6. Okay. All right. All right. You hold on. Okay. Melanie, are you? Oh, you're already open. Okay, cool. Melanie, where are you? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm stressed about earning money.
Okay.
I'm a special needs art teacher, and I canceled all my classes.
Yeah. This is kind of an interesting time, isn't it? And we have that. Everybody in the background here, please just keep tapping as we're talking about this. Trust me. Every time somebody talks, you're thinking about something. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, I have that one too. Okay, so you just kind of keep just tapping in the background. And just gently know that as we're doing it, it's really, if you think about it, it's one feeling. The body's feeling scared. Regardless of what you are putting your attention on, the body is scared. Okay. So we've got earning money, fear. Melanie, where do you feel that in your body?
In my face, kind of in my mouth and down into my throat.
And what's that sensation? And is it?
It's like a tension, like a dull tension. Like persistent.
Everybody getting a Getting to notice how that these start to show up in the same way, that same kind of tension, holding on. Okay, and a number on that?
It's also a 6.
Okay. I gotta tell you, I believe you guys have been doing your work. These are 6s. These are not 10s, these are 6s. That's really admirable. You've been managing yourself, even when we feel like we're not doing a good job of managing. I've had that experience quite a bit. Just the fact that I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, I'm not handling this in the moment. You know, when we get on it right away, what we're doing is the best thing we can for ourselves, which is breaking it up. Okay, I'm going to take one more call now. I'm going to go ahead and mute you for a second. And I'm going to take one more hand. Okay, how about Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, how are you?
I'm better now that I'm here.
We're doing a check-in. Okay, what's up for you today?
I woke up feeling very nauseous, and I never feel nauseous. I feel very like sick to my stomach, and I know it's fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely
Mm-hmm. Okay.
fear. And
Over
like,
anything in particular? Is your mind kind of creating anything, telling a story right now?
we're getting ready to potentially be locked down in New York, where we can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
We're for an emergency purpose. So there's a little fear about how long that will be. And my daughter is a PA student, and right now she's in an internal medicine practice, and she's already been exposed, and she's very stressed out, and I'm worried about her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my daughter-in-law's pregnant and due in May, so I'm a little concerned about that as well.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Where do you feel it?
In my stomach and in my chest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how do you describe that?
Well, I feel better now that I've been tapping a little bit, but I was feeling very tight in my stomach, nauseous,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of radiated into my chest, just below my throat.
Okay. Yep. All right. And the number?
I'd say an 8.
Okay. All right. Everybody else, I'm going to mute everybody except for Sydney, Melanie, and Elizabeth. And that's just so that we have, one, I'm not sitting here tapping into the air and saying things. So it's always kind of helpful for me. Let me see, make sure. So Sydney, I have you, Elizabeth, and Melanie, I've got you all. Can you just answer me so I can?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Notice where you're feeling the feelings in your body. It's all about, we can all have lots of stories. When I say stories, they're valuable stories because it's where our mind is feeling unsafe, and this is what it's worrying about. This is what it's perseverating on. One of the things we want to do for just a second is put aside the story and look at where it is in the body. Because what we're talking to is the body, because the body's going, I have a right to be scared, and this is why I'm responding in this way. And there's some truth to that, okay? We just don't need it to be turned up so high. What we want to do is be able to break it up so that our body gets small rests. This is what helps our immune system. It's just that we, to get a breath in between. We're not meant to be on high alert for long periods of time, and we all have been doing that. I mean, it's understandable that any time that you're doing some tapping and you get just a little release, even if we take those 8s and we get it down to a 4, that is tremendous for your body. Your body gets a little bit of a break, okay? So ladies, we're gonna all start here, start on the karate chop, okay? And take a breath. And another. Just let it be easy. You're going to probably notice the tension, how much constriction you might have, and that's good because we want to be able to see what it's like now, what it's like later. Even though I have all this worry. Go ahead.
Even though I have all this worry.
For a very good reason.
For a very good reason.
I have people I love
I have people I love
and care deeply for
and care deeply for
who are out there.
who are out there,
And I don't know how to keep them safe.
and I don't know how to keep them safe.
And not only do I want to keep them safe,
Not only do I want to keep them safe,
but I want to keep myself safe.
I want to keep myself safe.
Because if something happens to them,
Because if something happens to them,
I know how I'm going to feel.
I know how I'm going to feel.
And I don't want to feel that way.
And I don't want to feel that way.
So I need them to be safe.
I really need them to be safe.
And I'm acknowledging these feelings in myself.
And I'm acknowledging these feelings in myself.
I'm going to be okay, even though I feel this way.
I'm going to be okay, even though I feel this way.
And even though
And even though
I'm worried about money,
I'm worried about money,
how am I going to be safe?
how am I going to be safe?
And sometimes my mind gets so far ahead
Sometimes my mind gets so far ahead
that it can make pictures
that it can picture,
that would make Stephen King cry.
that would make Stephen King cry.
Really scary pictures.
Really scary stuff.
And my body feels all of that,
My body feels all of that,
even though I'm sitting in my chair right here.
even though I'm sitting in my chair right here.
And none of that has happened.
And none of that has happened.
But I am capable of making those kind of pictures.
I am capable of making those kind of pictures.
And I'm wondering if I can give myself permission
And I wonder if I can give myself permission,
for just a little bit,
just a little bit,
to be at ease,
to be at ease
to be in the moment,
in the moment.
and to know that right here, right now,
And to know that right here and right now,
in this very second,
in this very second,
we are all safe.
we are all safe.
And even though
And even though
I've been carrying my fear and worry in my stomach,
I've been carrying my fear and worry in my stomach,
they call it the second brain.
we do call it the second brain.
It's like there's two of us worrying about this.
Like there's two of us worrying about this.
And that is way too many.
It's way too many.
I'm open to the idea
I'm open to the idea
that my body can feel a little bit softer,
that my body can feel a little bit softer,
that I can turn this worry down just a little bit
that I can turn the worries down
Just a little bit.
and allow myself to take a deep breath
And allow myself
and allow myself to take a deep breath out.
through the points with me. Just go through these points, okay? This worry in my body.
this worry in my body.
This worry in my body.
Sometimes I get out ahead of myself
Sometimes I get ahead of myself.
and think about
Sometimes
the
I get out
possibilities.
ahead of myself.
And think about the possibilities.
Think about the possibilities.
And then I'm not in my body.
And then I'm not in my body.
And then
body-
I'm not in my body.
My body is out ahead.
My body is out ahead.
And it's having that experience.
And it's having that experience.
But there's a part of me
There's a part of me
that feels that's necessary.
It feels that's necessary.
that feels that's necessary.
Hold on, Sydney, we're getting a little lag here, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute you just for right now. You keep tapping with me though, okay? All right. That feels that it should be concerned.
It feels that it should be concerned.
I should be out planning for the future
I should be out planning for the future
because that's what happens with fear.
because that's what happens with fear.
Fear wants to find a solution.
Fear wants to find a solution.
It wants to feel safe.
It wants to feel safe.
And I wonder
And I wonder
if it's possible
if it's possible
for that part of me
for that part of me
to come right back to where I am right now
to come right back to where I am right now
and take a deep breath,
and take a deep breath,
to build some trust,
build some trust,
that I am being observant,
that I am being observant,
that I am being aware,
that I am being aware,
that I am being wise
that I am being wise
to the best of my ability right now.
to the best of my ability right now.
And when my body and I can be calm,
And when my body and I can be calm,
it allows me to tap into my wisdom
it allows me to tap into my wisdom
right in the moment.
right in the moment.
It allows me to tap into something greater,
It allows me to tap into something greater,
to know that I am not alone.
to know that I am not alone.
This body
This body
that's been going through so much right now
has been going through so much right now,
wants some answers.
wants some answers.
How long is this going to take?
How long is this going to take?
How bad is it going to get?
How bad is it going to get?
How is everybody going to be safe?
How is everybody going to be safe?
It's not easy being in uncertainty.
It's not easy. I missed that.
Being in uncertainty.
It's not easy being in uncertainty.
I know my body doesn't like it.
I know my body doesn't like it.
I'm not a big fan of it myself.
I am not a big fan of it myself at all.
But I wonder if I can give myself permission
But I wonder if I can give myself permission
to take breaks from that worry,
to take breaks from that worry,
to give my body time to just relax,
time to just relax,
to get soft,
to get soft,
not to disappear,
not to disappear,
but just to be wise
but just to be wise
in a soft way
in a soft way
so that it can heal,
so that it can heal,
so that it can build up.
so that it can build up
That tension in my stomach,
that tension in my stomach.
what if I could let it be softer?
What if I could let it be softer?
That tension in my throat,
That tension in my throat.
what if I can find a way
Find a way
to let it be heard
to let it be heard
in a way that's soft,
in a way that's soft,
with respect,
with respect,
with acknowledgement.
with acknowledgement.
Ladies, I want you to just, everybody else just keep tapping, okay? Now here's something. I'm asking your body about the permission it's willing to give you, and I want you to listen to the answer. If you're hearing yes, that's okay, or if you're hearing a no, and either answer is fine, okay? Anybody, Sydney or Melanie? I know, Sydney, I thought I had a, let me get you unmuted here, okay? Tell me what
No,
your body's doing.
I got a yes.
Okay, nice, okay? How about Elizabeth?
I feel relieved. My body is a yes.
Okay, nice. And Melanie? Did I lose Melanie? Oh, you can unmute yourself, Melanie. Here, I got you though. I got you.
Yeah.
How about you? What did you hear in your body?
I got a definite yes, and you guys, I have to share. My phone just showed me that I got $300 I wasn't expecting. Like, really? I mean, I know that's far out, but it really did happen.
I can't. I wish everybody's going, wait a minute, where can I look on my phone? I want to find it on my phone too. I cannot tell you guys the number of times we'll be tapping on something and somebody will tell me in the midst of it, this just happened after our call, or they'll tell me, I just got this email from somebody, this person who I was talking about. It blows my mind, which is why I love being able to do this as a community. It just does. It opens us up to a possibility. I feel it's like when we're tense, we're like a fist that can't let anything in. And so you can't receive either. I mean, we're like, no, I have to be tight and tense, and I have to be really paying attention. It's like, okay, can I give my body permission? And we're talking to our body at that time. That's why you're asking, is that okay? Right? Could it be okay? And if you hear yes, it's like it just gives a little bit more that says, there's help out there. There's something in the universe. I want to be open to it, and I want to be a receptor for it. Okay. Now, let me tell you, what do I do? Because there may be people out there who said, I didn't get yes in my body. My body said no. Okay. I want you to be aware of those two. That's okay. There's reason if your body is saying no, and even though all three of you, your body said yes, I just want to, for a second, we're just going to go through a round. If my body tells me no, you know, so hold on. Oh, how very cool. Okay. Zoom just told me they're giving me more than 40 minutes. So look at, I just got, we all just got abundance, people. God, how wonderful going to be. All right. So if you got to know, okay, it might be what I call, it's a term I use called moving too far, too fast. Okay. I'm asking too much right in the moment. So being able to ask or say to some, you know, to our body, could it be okay for just the tiniest bit? Hear your body. Does it say yes or no? If you still get a no, again, this is not about dragging your body into something it's not ready to do. That will not serve you to do that, okay, ever. But I can ask my body, could it be open to being curious? Okay, and it then ask and see what it says. So it's just kind of could you be, you know, like, I don't know, keep saying something. Sure, maybe. Okay. If on the other hand, your body says yes, then you're just kind of going, okay, let me take that breath. Let me take that breath. Right? My mind's just a little bit easier. Okay. Everybody let's do this round together. Okay. My mind's just a little bit easier.
My mind is just a little bit easier.
What a relief.
What a relief.
So this is what that feels like.
So this is what that feels like.
This is a feeling I like having.
This is a feeling I like having.
I'm aware.
I'm aware.
At a level that I can handle.
At a level that I can handle.
A level that taps into my brilliance.
A level that taps into my brilliance.
A level that taps into the universal help.
A level that taps into the universal help.
And this is how it feels.
This is how it feels.
I want to remember this feeling.
I want to remember this feeling.
So I'm going to pay attention to it.
So I'm going to pay attention to it.
Because I created this.
Because I created this.
I'm doing this right now.
I am doing this.
I am helping my body.
I'm helping my body.
And I trust that I'm also helping the universe.
And I am also helping the universe.
Because when I calm myself down.
Because when I calm myself down.
That means I'm not pouring panic into that unconsciousness.
Means I'm not pouring panic into the unconsciousness.
I'm contributing.
I'm contributing.
To myself.
To myself.
And to my loved ones.
And to my loved ones.
And people I have not even met.
And people I have not even met.
I am creating that.
I am creating that.
And I want to recall it.
And I want to recall it.
And I want to recall it.
So I'm going to savor this.
So I'm going to savor this.
And I want everybody to just keep tapping. I'm going to talk about this a little bit, what I'm working at right now. Okay. We're talking about installing. We have programs. We all understand, you know, so we know we have beliefs. We call them beliefs. I like to call them programs that say, you know, that came from other times in our life when we were scared and worried. Maybe we grew up in homes that activates old stuff. And what we want is a program that feels how I can keep myself safe. Okay. And safety doesn't mean that that I excuse myself from vulnerability. Okay. It can feel like I can grab my control where I can, over my breath, or how I take care of myself, or what I do. And we want to install it because we want that to be stronger in us.
Mm.
So if our default programs are more likely, the fear, because we need to keep ourselves safe, so they're easier for us to get to. I mean, they're just right there up at the top of the surface, getting triggered left and right, right? Is that we want to spend time in these other programs and strengthen them, install them. So here's how the subconscious does that. It needs feeling and repetition. Okay? It is not the same as the conscious mind, which feels it's a good idea. So I'll hear people say, well, I should just be more relaxed. And I go, yeah, that's great. The 5% of you, I call it the neck up, the 5% of you that thinks it's a really good idea to be calmer, may not be talking to what the body's saying, which is going, I'm not in that state right now. So when we are in that state, okay, what we want to do is that we want to be able to bring it in and memorize it. We want to tell our subconscious, these are the neurons I want to link up together more. These are the ones I want to trigger more together, so that I can bring this feeling into me when I want it. I'm not having to wait for circumstances outside of me to show up in order for me to feel calm. Okay, because that's not going to happen for a little bit. We want to feel that empowerment. I want to feel it. So any little bit of feel good you have, you want to nurture that. I don't care if you're drinking a cup of tea and in that moment you caught yourself going, oh, I'm breathing deep, I'm feeling a little calm. This is just like, catch it, be aware, grab it, and hold on to that. Ooh, yeah, I like this feeling. This is a feeling I want more of. Where do I feel it in my body? This is, when we said, I'm noticing the feelings in my body, I can feel my stomach tighten and stuff. You're still doing the same thing. But now you're looking for that feeling that is, ooh, I get that little softness. I can feel it, in my shoulders. I feel it in the back of my neck. I just feel my whole forehead, just a softness. Memorize it, hold it, double it. Okay, everybody here, if you've got any of that, double it. Okay. Why? What are we doing? We are letting every neuron in us at that moment put our attention on that feeling. We're saying, go ahead, link these neurons up. I want to fire these puppies on my own, but we got to do a lot of firing of them. These other ones, these neurons around fear, they are like giant redwoods. Those neuron bundles are they are so responsive. It is the best internet connection you would ever imagine in your entire life. It triggers in a heartbeat. Okay, it's easy to do. We just want to be able to start working on these other programs. We want to install them. We want to activate them. We want them to become solid and good and available to us more frequently. You have to spend time with them. So I really encourage you, at least for about 3 to 5 minutes a day, find a way that feels like pet your puppy, right? Just, or a nice soft rug, or, look at pits. Find something, any little thing that in that moment feels good or easier. It doesn't have to be high on the scale. We're not reaching from, if I'm in a worry here, I don't have to reach for 10. I want just a little bit of comfort. And if I can't get there, you're always going to tap first. You're always going to tap first, okay? Because if you are too high, it's too loud, you can't do it. You can't ask your body to do that. Bring it down. So we work both sides, okay? We're bringing down all of the fear, the tension. And then when we can, we bridge over to a whiff, even a whiff of softness. Ooh, I like a whiff of softness. I just got it. It's like a perfume. It's just like a little bit of a perfume. You just get that whiff. It's like, ooh, yeah, there it is. By putting your attention on it, you bring your attention. The mind's always saying, whatever you're putting your attention on, there must be some reason for this. So the more you do it, the more it starts to look, the more it puts it up in its favorite files, you know, okay, we know this, we can do this again. Okay. So everybody, just take a breath, find some softness. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody real quick. Okay. Find some softness and breathe it in. Notice every sensation of it. Okay. All right, take a big breath. Take a big breath. All right. I'm going to lower hands for a second. Anybody, so everybody's got lowered hands. I've got you all muted. Anybody wants to say anything, wants to comment, has a question, go ahead and raise your hand. No questions? Cool. All right. Oh, okay. I see one. Hold on. All right. Carrie, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Comment,
That was
question?
so helpful. I love it when you give the permission to look for the softness, because sometimes we take those good moments for granted, the fleeting peace and calm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really telling ourselves, I am doing this right now. I am calming myself. Even if it's for a few minutes, it's possible. So helpful. So I just wanted to say thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, the piece around that too is that for some of us, we can feel like, you know, that makes me, if you have a part of you that says, I can't relax because then I won't be aware, I won't be on alert, let me know because we'll tap on that. Okay. If somebody's got that going on, I'm happy to do some tapping on that. Connie, you're unmuted. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
I need a special meditation to use. I just came back from the grocery store. I've never been in such a, I was tapping in the middle of the grocery store in the places I could touch that wouldn't get infected, but it was just, it was insane. So I'm just wondering if you haven't had, I mean, like it was,
Okay. I'm sure somebody else can relate to this, you know, just, I know over the past week, you know, when people, I'd be talking to my clients and they'd be talking about, you know, empty shelves, and it brings up survival instincts, people, and that's okay. I mean, it's not that we are not going to get rid of these. All right. There's not enough alcohol or drugs for us to be that numb for the time being. And we don't want to. It doesn't do us any favor. What we want to feel is some sense that when we get activated, when we get triggered, we have a way to soothe ourselves. I wish I could spend an entire hour talking about what we are doing when we stop to listen to ourselves. If you grew up in a household, nobody listened, what we are doing is so amazing to give ourselves. We are giving ourselves a program that we may not have gotten growing up. And if it's taking this to get that program, then so be it. Then we are amplifying it. We are getting it. I'm sorry, I don't know why I got teary suddenly. I was just so powerful in that moment. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, this is something we do for ourselves. It's phenomenal. The healings that we could, we're not in the moment. We are doing healings from the past, even though we don't have to bring that stuff up. So okay, Connie, where do you feel that when you just think about that market? Just, I want you to feel it in your body. We're not going to be in the story. Okay. And anybody else, you can certainly make pictures. You can make pictures ahead of the time before you go to the market. You see too many people. Okay. I'm going to share a little bit of a story. I had about 4 or 5 days ago, I tapped before going to the market just to get some of the anxiousness. I was making pictures of, you know, people and who would be there, and just too many people and feeling tight and constrained and everything. And I did a lot of tapping, just got calmer. And it was amazing because when we went over to the market, there were very few people in there, for one. I was able to walk right up to the cashier. We got through, and I said to them, I said, wow, this was really easy. And he looked at me and he just went, I don't know why. It's just been this way for the past 15 minutes. He goes, it's been absolutely crazy. And I went, thank you, universe. I will promise to do that time and time again. I don't know. I don't really know. And that's perfectly okay. I'm happy to say I felt like I had done what was good for me. Okay, so these things are good to do, okay, before you do stuff. Connie, where is it in your body?
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
So, okay, so what I did basically was I started tapping in the grocery store. But I was like, okay, I can't tap all the parts, obviously, because who knows if they're going to be infected. So,
Sure.
under my arms,
Okay.
I tapped on my head, and I tapped, what's this spot near the collarbone?
Okay.
Oh, and I tapped on the gamma point.
Okay.
No, is that what it's called?
The back of the hand one?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I guess my question is, so obviously you can't go on your face. What are the good points to tap on when you're in a public place, especially now during these stressful times?
I think it's a really good question, because otherwise they could call security if we're all over ourselves and looking a little too strange. So I don't know if everybody is familiar with the finger points. Okay, but I'll show you just in case you aren't. I'm going to, oh God, I'm never good at this point. Okay, put your hand in front of you, flat down, the palm down, so that your thumb is pointing at your nose. Okay, you don't have to touch yourself. I'm not asking that. So what I want you to do, I'm going to see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to kind of like an okay. So I'm going to put my thumb right on the side. And I can send this out. I have a video on this. So there is a point here. Okay, now watch. You can press. You do not have to tap. You can press. And this is an acupressure. So notice I'm not on the front, I'm on the side, and then I can do it on each finger as I go through. Okay, so we can do this. And my index finger can bend over. And if you're, the arthritis doesn't keep your thumb from being there, or you just do the other hand. Okay. One of the things I'll do is I'll kind of do this little rocky thing. I'll just kind of squeeze, both between like this. I'll just kind of do like this. And I'll go like this. And then the next finger. And I'm just squeezing it. Okay. I can do this anywhere. Both hands. Okay. It's on both hands. All right, like this. So things like that you can do anywhere. Being in a market, you can do this. We're really being told not to touch yourself. So, I mean, if you're in the market, this is about probably, or anywhere out there, this is probably safer. You're going to go and wash your hands afterwards. Anytime you come in, I mean, we're all doing what's necessary to keep ourselves safe. And this is, you're going to wash your hands. It's okay if you don't feel like going around your face. Remember Gary Craig years ago would say, he was doing experiments with working with a group of people and eliminating different areas and finding that people were still getting decreases in their scales. Okay, so even just using one, it can be under the arm. There's wrist points too. These wrist points are really good for anxiety as well. Again, you can rub them together. You can also rub them, and it's inside and out. Okay, a lot of points here. Just remember to be gentle. Again, I know I said this in the very beginning and probably didn't repeat it, but it's so easy when we're anxious to start getting rapid and hard. And I hear people, they're like, bang, 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 bang. And I go, you have to remember your body, you're talking to it and you're banging on it. And your body at this point is saying, somebody's beating the heck out of me. So instead of being decreased, they're going, I'm under attack here. So be gentle. You can press, you can rub, okay? Be loving to your body. It's going through enough right now. So you're just kind of in a compassionate, it's okay. Okay, just think of it as like you're holding the baby. It's like, babe, it's okay. It's okay, I'm right here. Right? Connie, how is your stomach feeling? Do we need to tap on this or are you good with your question?
It wasn't really my stomach. It was just like
Just
this entire body panic. And in fact, I nearly started crying, but I was in the car and I had no Kleenex. And I'm like, well, I can't touch my face. And literally, I wanted to start crying after leaving the grocery store. It was so, whoa.
yeah. Anybody else? I mean, I was watching something the other day, and it was a show, and it was kind of a nice, soft show. Something happened that I would have cried, and I cried. And the point is that crying, it was like turning on a faucet, just allowed that to happen. And then I just sat and cried.
Why? Because,
You know what though? Yeah, because of I appreciate at that moment. I'm just letting people know that is a great stress relief. They know that there's a difference between, they can, you're actually releasing some of the chemicals in your body through your tears, and they know that. They've been able to actually look at tears and see that their stress chemicals and hormones and everything else, release through it. So it's okay. And if you can, just even do here or under, so if it feels like you can't touch your face at the moment, just say, yeah, it's okay. I'm really scared. It's okay. It's really okay. I'm still here. I'm right here. Okay. Connie, I'm going to mute you real quick. I want to do a last round. I'm going to do it with everybody. Okay. Anybody, anything that is presenting that feels it needs attention. And you know what I mean? I mean, if you're just really hyped up, you're still really tense, please raise your hand. And I just want to make sure that you're okay or would know what to do. Even if we don't do some tapping, you're not comfortable with tapping. I'm not able to read what's in the chat. I apologize because I'm trying to be so attentive. And if I'm reading, I can't talk at the same time and stuff like that. But okay, Sydney, let me get you unmuted here. Sydney, you raising your hand? Go ahead.
What I noticed was as my numbers went down on my worry for others, what came up was a feeling of, oh my gosh, this could go on and on.
Yeah. So let me speak a little bit to, just for a second, to how we can bounce, okay, from thing to thing to thing. Yeah. Feel your body, Sydney. Okay, where do you feel it?
It's mostly in my chest, my heart area.
Okay, kind of, that same, similar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were trying to just tap on topic after topic after topic, it'd be like trying to chase spot fires. We would be running all over the place, thinking that we're doing a good job, because it's like, what about now? What about now? What about now? Okay. But if you check into your body and you go, yeah, kind of the same feeling. And then when you're tapping, you're targeting the feeling and not the topic. Okay, topics are going to change. They're shapeshifters. Okay, come right back and go, oh yeah, that feels the same. Same kind of, very, very similar. Okay, this fear. Okay, everybody, let's do some. This fear, and I'm going to use my face points. We just got to talk about it, but my hands are clean, so you guys do whatever feels good. Okay, this fear.
This fear.
Everybody with me. This fear in my body.
This fear in my body.
So many ways for this fear to show up.
Oh my gosh, so many ways for this fear to show up.
And there it is again.
And there it is again.
And even though it gets quiet for a little bit.
Even though it gets quiet for a little bit.
Seems easy to find again.
Seems easy to find again.
It doesn't go very far.
Really doesn't go very far.
Because that part of me.
Because that part of me.
That's overworking.
That's overworking.
To keep me safe.
To keep me safe.
Is trying to help me.
It's trying to help me.
It's trying to keep me prepared.
It's trying to keep me prepared.
Bless its heart.
Bless its heart.
Because boy, it's working hard.
Because it's working hard.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It is really on right now.
It is really on.
And there's a part of me that wants to appreciate that part.
There's a part of me that wants to appreciate that part.
Because I don't want it to go away.
I don't want it to go away.
I'm not asking it to go away.
I'm not asking it to go away.
But I am wondering if it's possible for us to speak
if it's possible for us to speak
in a way that feels better to listen.
in a way that it feels better to listen.
I will acknowledge what you're experiencing, body,
I will acknowledge what you're experiencing, body,
because I get it.
because I get it, and I'm a big fan of yours.
Yes, yes. And I listen better
And I listen better
with a softer voice.
with a softer voice.
Be gentle with me.
Be gentle with me,
I'll be gentle with you.
and I'll be gentle with you too.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
We're doing this.
We're doing this.
We're doing a damn good job, by the way.
We're doing a damn good job, by the way.
Even though all this stuff is going on,
Even though all of this stuff is going on,
we are rocking this
we are rocking this
because I'm aware enough
because I am aware enough
to do this tapping.
to do this tapping.
And I am part of a community
And I am part of a community
of people who recognize
of people who recognize
that making shifts in how they feel
that making shifts in how they feel
affects everyone,
affects everyone,
and it affects themselves.
and it affects themselves.
And never in the history, in our history,
And never in our history
has there been more people
has there been more people
that are aware of how they can affect the universe, our environment.
that are aware of the environment.
So every time I tap,
So every time I tap,
every time I listen,
time I listen,
I'm doing something good for myself. So I want everybody, we're going to do a 9 gamut. Okay. And if you haven't done a 9 gamut before, just follow me. Okay. So we want this spot, it's between the baby finger and the ring finger. It's on the back of the hand. Okay. And since I'm right-handed, it's going to be on my left. And we're going to be, you can do this, you can just kind of be in there, kind of, stimulating it. You can tap. Now we're going to be a little bit like, rubbing our head and patting our belly. Okay, for a second, because we're going to do a series of things with our eyes. Just follow along with me. So I'm going to keep my head straight. We're going to close our eyes, then open them. We're going to look down hard right. Keep your head steady. Just use your eyes to go down hard right, then down hard left. Come back to center. We're going to make 2 circles. One circle in one direction and a circle in the other. What I like to tell people, though, is feel like you're standing like right in front of a very large clock, because I want you to see it as 12, 1, 2. When you're rolling your eyes, do it slow enough where you can kind of identify going around a clock and then go the other direction. Okay. And when you're done, I'm going to ask you to do another set. Roll your eyes one way and then in the other. Now we're going to hum. Just a real small tune. We're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we're going to hum again. Take a breath. Check your body. Everybody check your body. Give it a number right now. Okay. if everybody would, maybe throw it in the chat real quick. Just put a number in there. I just want to look to see where everybody's been, with some numbers. Beautiful. We've got 3s and 2s and 4s and 3s. Ah, one. I love that good nap. Beautiful. Beautiful, everybody. Oh, you guys. Just my heart so happy. I just got to tell you. All right, that's beautiful. So what you are doing for yourself is amazing. What you're doing for your loved ones, amazing. Again, we're connected through our energy. You're helping yourself and others just in doing this. I really, really appreciate the time that you've given me today. I'm hoping this has been helpful. We're almost up with the hour. I hope this has been helpful. I plan on doing more. We're going to do it like this, you guys. We're just going to hang out. We're going to tap. We're going to talk about what might be going on, and we're going to train our body. We're going to give it some new programs to run so that we can actually start tapping, get prepared. But my big thing as I was thinking about this is I thought, you know, I want to really prepare for the other side of this, because there will be another side of this. Our history shows we have had other things before. There's another side. We're going to be ready for the other side.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Anybody, so, you know, it's too hard. I've got so many people on, which is fabulous. But I wanted to let you know, you're welcome to email me if you want to make a comment or ask a question, mary@tapintoaction.com. I will get to it as you know, as soon as I can. I'm in the house, so where else am I going to go? I can answer emails, right? And I'm going to keep you posted if that's okay. If anybody doesn't want to hear from me, just unsubscribe. I don't want to bother anybody, but I'm thinking a couple of times in the week I'm going to make myself available to hop on Zoom. We need it right now, and I'm more than happy to do it. Okay? Many, many big hugs to everybody out there. I'm thrilled that I've had so many people on. And till next week, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? I shouldn't be so quick. Pardon me, if any man is on here. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Big hugs, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks.